between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 72 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Hold on. Check. He's crashing.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here come the Redskins now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Haskins will throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Escapes the defender. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown.
Enjoy your day, baby.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
That's how the country connection dudes. I used to come in and I didn't brush my teeth when I ate the poo-poo. But we ain't even
MarcNyce105's. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
You ain't even get all of his message. You just telling him into
They
that
are
man.
already up a
Now
couple of
he's telling
scores,
that.
Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and long. It's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
I ain't want to talk to you nasty and shit. You putting out brushing your teeth and such, nigga. You kind of broke that nigga out and just woke up and he's coming there.
They gave him the underneath stuff.
That's all.
You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
You ain't got to tell him nice. I got you. I tell him. You a gross motherfucker, dude.
Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
That was nice.
So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, Frank.
What is your country ass talking about?
From the 41, Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
I'll be bullshitting
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season.
Only purpose of football is to make niggas millionaires after they get rich. They should just stop even playing.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
Hats on that nigga, huh?
He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there.
Not in NFL too often at all.
Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage,
much faster than everybody else on the field.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you. If you just...
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Redskins
spider monkey like
take this
brother
into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too much of a hook. Really good players.
How about that?
I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
8 yards the tally on that first down
bananas
run.
on
Here's
they
second
bitch
and
ass.
2.
Like, nigga. Yeah, I know them niggas.
And that would cover beautifully.
Fuck? Like, nigga, I'm sitting behind 2 niggas. Like, not one, but 2. Like, I would have never found out about
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
He crushed their ass.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Hopefully they won that game.
Out of the gun.
Ain't no telling now. Coaching is the motherfucker, nigga. you can put up that many yards and lose, nigga. Fucking yeah, I've done it before myself. That's what I'm going to say, nigga. I put up rushing yards that was legendary with the L. Like, what the fuck was that, nigga? I remember in Madden 09, me and Armand Green, boy, I done put up 300, 400, 500 yards with this nigga and lost. Like, he was a fumble.
6-yard gain, and it all works out. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now. First and 10.
Yeah, quit bullshitting. We'll go far if you fuck with me. We won't if you don't. All right, well, took the day off.
Again is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on.
No pup on this little joint right here. And we need to list a couple grand in comics today, Nice. That's what the fuck has to happen,
because the coverage is way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Thump these motherfuckers off, nigga. I got some shit for their ass, nigga.
It's intercepted.
Man, this game has some bullshit.
Oh, I hate Madden, nigga. I hate Madden, nigga. Like, Madden is always bullshit. Watch this. You won't be able to say anything that we haven't all dealt with in Madden. Now what's going on? Watch this. Nigga, I'm talking 10 years ago. There ain't no new shit.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Yep.
On second
You playing that all Madden shit, ain't you? Couldn't have done it on pro. Y'all playing these niggas that can't even catch the ball, and they getting user interceptions because he can click the button real quick and switch down. I hate their ass shit like that, nigga. Nigga, you play me on all pro, you gonna see the dude I'm on the line swim dude past your dude, pancake the fuck out of something, nigga. Like, smack your quarterback, the ball gonna come out, I'm pick it up, nigga. Like, nigga, the whole thing. So when I see that shitty shit, I wouldn't even play niggas
encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Playing all niggas on all Madden and ain't even intermediate and shit.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back.
I know
on
niggas shouldn't be playing on all Madden because my nigga Pitts went in there before he was shitty and made niggas quit playing they seat. That nigga shouldn't be playing on goddamn all Madden.
You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm preaching patience. You know, take your time, first half.
I have nigga, this is when Madden
I
decides
think they're out
fuck
of
you.
patience here. This has to be a drive.
Now what you do is you burn a timeout. If it's like it used to be, you fuck up the momentum and switch shit around. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know in basketball, that's how you add to it. They fuck with the momentum. But burn them timeouts,
Here's a
nigga.
throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything
I mean, what happens in real life? Like, so I can't say it's always bullshit. You can't always get everything. But Madden will find a way to fuck you over a lot. That's more the point.
Like this game. Let's see, my
We
rookie
remind you he's coming up in 2 minutes. We'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
My receivers can't hit.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
Fuck you, I told you, bro.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, look at the juke.
Like when I say I ain't mad and not play that game no more.
He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
Well, actually, Big Tobacco is trying to make it to where vape is illegal for anybody other than their shit. That's what they trying to do.
Picked up Byron Jones.
You can only have tobacco in, baby. All the rest of that shit'll fuck you up. Harmful. This is safe. That's literally what they're trying to do. Think about that. I'm pretty sure they came around from the weed shit, and now
they've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
I can tell you, I know alcohol kills way more than that, and it's legal to sell that shit everywhere you fucking go. So, legal, illegal, hell, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Right? Legal, it was one time legal to lynch my ass in the middle of my front yard on a cross that was burning. So,
really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game?
Illegal,
sometimes it's
none of that shit. And I got an Uncle Cuddy's pop.
Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of
88 or 89. That nigga smoked pack and a half a day. Nigga ain't got no issues. Like, that shit just, some people is gonna fuck up. Some people it ain't. That's all. I got a motherfucking daddy who ain't smoke, ain't drink, shit. Like, this nigga ain't cuss. And this motherfucker died from cancer. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Shit. I guarantee you more people die from cancer a year that don't smoke and never have than people that do and did. I guarantee that. You know what I'm saying?
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Right, now you ignoring me, Pitch, and wasting my time talking to you, candy ass, man.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo.
Shit, you don't work more than Steve Harvey do.
58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
What's going down, fella?
Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor.
Yeah, I can tell you the amount of work we do trumps the kind of work we do. Even being physical and all that shit, you can't work that many hours a day and have to use your mind and deal with people in different situations constantly. Like, man, that shit gotta be exhausting, my nigga. Like, got to.
The Los Angeles
that nigga got too many different damn jobs and not be bored the fuck out. I heard that nigga's story, baby, man. But I got this motherfucking rich nigga out working me out here.
Trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
It's okay if y'all working when you ain't, you know, got more than me. You got more than me and y'all working in there. I'm
find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 27, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would think.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All the time, man. Don't be playing it like you good. Like, I mean, you alright, my nigga. Good shit.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
My nigga Pitt still trounced that ass. We ain't forget.
They are going for it. Goff. He can't avoid the pressure.
Pitts with them stats, nigga. You know when you were good with Pitts, that's what it was.
Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Cool, man. You like Kaepernick now and shit. You took a knee.
2020, but
you might come back if you're just decent at best. Don't worry about it.
Guess that one, so don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time out, went for it on 4th down.
Well, I mean, it's just saying, like, he coding Bill Gates. Like, it's just saying inside Bill's brain. So they basically giving you an overview of how he thinks and look at situations and da-da-da. I just want to see the type of weirdo he is.
Confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they're come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
He made that shit up, boy.
Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really
he can't help himself. He just retarded slightly. Not fully, just slightly a little bit and shit. We this nigga from our hood, and he slightly retarded and shit too and shit.
Kills. They done made these fucking Redskins.
He funny though.
Amazing.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Kills
last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Well, first off, they got 3 X factors on one side and on defense. Listen, the safety, the lineman, the safety, and the fucking linebacker are all X factors on the right side, bro.
Back off the corner.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Nigga, they
look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a man open
the Redskins' right side of the defense.
Brought down right around the 37.
I'm talking about you got an X factor, the linebacker, the lineman, and the fucking safety.
On 3rd down, Haskins caught on the right side, Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
This fucking Madden is
over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Listen, I should have switched to the Redskins pills.
On 1st down, here's Love. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
You know me, Pills. I don't give up many rushing yards.
For 14 yards
this
and
nigga got 3 rushes
now, this is an example breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This shit is amazing.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA
My fucking
Sports.
rookie that I was talking about was going to have
Out of
rookie
the
of the year.
shotgun,
That's dead because this nigga dislocated his hip. Man, how the fuck is it that Aaron Donald can't get off a
Minimal
fucking
gain
tackle?
there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
This is some bullshit. Smoke, watch this shit.
Not scales, right? No, I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Black 20. Don't get nervous.
Goff on 3rd down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
180.
Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tiger. Turbo set. Turbo set.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that will be incomplete.
These niggas can't kill.
Just nothing.
This
there.
how you know the game's some bullshit. Even when I've lost kills, I've been accurate, right or wrong.
The defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front,
even when I lose a game, my quarterback's still accurate,
ball
right?
hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it is
These niggas, man, this shit is fucking amazing. Like, I'm mad as fuck right now.
It's going to take over on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
I'm 7 for 20.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now, mind you, Killer, my quarterback, even if that nigga can throw, like, I might throw an interception, but my shit will be like,
you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the
7
backup?
for 10 or some shit like that.
That's one of the
This
great
nigga,
questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Like, I didn't miss some shit,
and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about...
That shit just pissed me off. Turn